What's up, audio friends and music makers? Today I'm going to try and show you how to get the most out of a gate using the sidechain frequencies, look ahead, learning what you want from attack and release times and hold times, which obviously you'll be used to attack and release times from a compressor, but hold and range maybe are stuff that you don't necessarily fully understand. So yeah, I've got a bass which is a little bit noisy. Let me just solo this. There you can see it's hissing. There are little, well, you can hear rather it's hissing. There are little knocks and bits and pieces. So the first thing, let's engage the gate and see how it's working. Okay, so pretty good so far. But the first thing I want to do is to improve the attack time, because we don't want the gate to react too slowly and we lose some of the attack of our notes. So that up. Okay, so we've got an artifact there from the attack time. Just the threshold. Okay, so now got a better attack, but it's triggering too easily. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the sidechain EQ to find the root note that we want to trigger our gate from. So let's use the in. Since this is a bass, we're going to look at kind of the 60-80 hertz range. And then, so that's the note we want, and then what we're going to do is also use the high pass filter, low pass filter, to make sure that those squeaks and whatnot aren't triggering our gate. So let's go up to 120 maybe. Okay, so let's see if that works. Let's adjust the ratio. Thankfully this has got a nice visual representation, so you can see that the upping the ratio kind of ups the rate at which the level adjustment is applied. I'm going to adjust the hold a tiny bit. So the combination of all those things, kind of upping the ratio, upping the range, well, the hold doesn't have anything to do with this triggering, but using the EQ to tune it as well, to look at kind of the fundamental of the bass, has stopped that little squeaky thing coming in. Thankfully this bass has been processed already. It's got an amp on it and it's quite heavily compressed, so I may come back and adjust this at some point, but I'm pretty happy with the fact that, with the idea that this level should be pretty safe. So let's just double check some other sections that I can clearly see. Yep, so you can see this little bit would ordinarily come through because we've got such an aggressive gate going on. Completely silent. Oh yeah. Okay, let's check this bit as well. Ah, okay, so we've got a problem here. And that is gating a bit too heavily here. So plenty of solutions. We can adjust our threshold. See if we get it. See if there's a nice middle point. Okay, let's figure this out. What can we do? So we've got look ahead on. Maybe our fundamental is incorrect. Let's use the analyzer. Okay, so this base has not got a lot down at 60, so we actually want to be tuning this, not tuning the gate, but like side chaining it at about 100. This is getting rid of everything above 100, and then this is focusing the EQ at 100, the sidechain EQ at 100. So hopefully that does. Okay, so I think the solution here is to up the hold and the release time. But once the gate has been triggered, it won't close quite so quickly and cause that those kind of artifacts. One more time. So we're very nearly there. We've nearly dialed in a perfect gate. But got one tiny miss here, and the simple thing would just be to just delete it. But I quite like figuring stuff out and getting a better handle on using my plugins. Kind of being able to spend a few minutes getting better at using tools rather than spending maybe 20 minutes editing something I know I can edit. So my next thought is to little loop. My next thought is to maybe, oops, let's not play and talk. My next thought is to maybe use this and use the notch to maybe hone in on another resonance slightly further up in the mid-range of the bass to see if we can get a really kind of, when the bass is playing notes, like strong notes, we can trigger the gate and trigger it on nothing else really. So let's have a look at what else we can focus on. Okay, so about 340 rule. If you're not familiar with this is the Pro Q2, and what you can do is you can just hold over the analyzer and it will give you an overall kind of frequency spectrum of a section. So hopefully, let's try this out and see if we don't get any misfires. Okay, I think I've lost this battle. Let's see. Do that little edit. Some of the other sections, and I think we found one gate setting that works for almost the entire section of the, or the entire song for the bass part. So check one of the choruses, see if we're not getting any artifacts. Okay, so far so good. Okay, this kind of turned into a video not of me showing you stuff that I actually knew, but just figuring out stuff, testing out different settings, going through a stock gate and using like my foundational knowledge to get a better sound from a stock instrument. So yeah, hope you liked it, hope you learned something. Just hit that like, maybe subscribe. Peace out.